tough as can be, them thrilling back, but still living carefree with a lazy eye that don't bother her none. She's the kind of woman that gets the job done. Oh yeah, they call her the watcher, crazy. The God-fearing cowgirl who ain't lazy. She rides like the wind, ain't nothing she can't handle, with a heart of gold and a spirit you can't wrangle. No, no, watch out for the watcher, crazy. She'll knock you out with a punch that's crazy. Don't mess with this cowgirl, you're bound to lose. She's the toughest gal around, she'll leave you singing the blues.
Oh, what's up, everybody? How you doing? It's 6:17 on August the 19th. It is a humidity 94 degrees Fahrenheit in Brazos County, Texas. And we got a little rain shower today. So my plants are really going to be loving life. I hope everybody's doing well. I know this has been somewhat anticipated. And I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you that is here watching or that will catch this replay. Hey, strike team, you can go ahead and stand down because I think you're going to find that you won't have much work to do here this evening. So as many of you know, last Friday, I was served with a bullshit cease and desist from a public figure, Mark Terry. Now, I know that he would like to privacy strike that, but considering that he is a public figure and he does have public web pages, that would be a false report. Now, he can continue to falsely report my channel if that's what he so chooses to do, but eventually that's going to catch up with him. And it's just going to be like all of his other channels that were on YouTube. It will be gone, 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 gone. So report away, bro, and help a sister out because you've already shown just a little too much of your ass. So guess what? It's going to get blistered. That's right. I said it's going to get blistered. And what I mean by that, so that you don't take it as a threat, because apparently you don't have very good comprehension when it comes to the English language. It means that I am fixing to scathe you with proof. And so it is going to be blistered. Now, I know that you thought that serving me that bullshit cease and desist with all the fabricated information was going to help you in your plight with YouTube for your false copyright strike, where you stated that I used your material for my whole video or your whole video in my show. And you're wrong. I only used a very, very small portion of your material, which was within the fair use confines of being able to do so. And it was transformative by my commentary. Now, I know that that may be just a little beyond you to be able to understand and comprehend, because I know that you're not an attorney. I know that you're not a scholar. I know that while you may have graduated, there are a lot of things that you get misconstrued and you misunderstand. So I thought I'd help you just a little, you know. Down neck, no. Tonight is going to be about the public figure Mark Terry. Okay. Um, again, IMDb page, you can go look it up. He's got allegedly a movie out. Thank you, Crystal. Tell him I said hello. That, anyways, we'll get to all of that in just a moment. So, back, I'm going to say it was probably somewhere, I don't know, around, it was a little after the 4th of July. We were on another show. Hey, Roscoe. And someone mentioned that they were going to be in Vegas. Excuse me. Or I don't remember exactly how the conversation came up. Anyways, I said in return, y'all always say y'all are going to be somewhere and y'all never show up, or y'all are never there at the time you say you're going to be there, blah, 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 blah. So somebody got some pretty big cojones, and and they decided they were going to give dates and times of when they were flying in, where they were flying from, gave their flight number, all that good stuff. Well, I took it all down. And give me just one quick second. And when that happened, in my emotion, the first thing I thought is, here's my opportunity. Now, when I say my opportunity, I don't mean an opportunity to show up and serve anybody paperwork, because I've already said I have no desire to serve anybody paperwork at this point. Like, somebody has to really have something in order to be worthwhile to go after in, say, like, for example, a civil case per se. I can tell you that neither of them have anything that I want. Fumble, I didn't miss you either. So what? Sorry, I had to light me a cigarette because I'm over here with my fat ass smoking. So, anyways, in my haste, I went and I purchased a plane ticket to Vegas. I purchased that plane ticket for August the 13th, which was 2 days prior to him saying that he was going to be there. Now, some will say, well, why did you go 2 days prior? Because number one, why would I fly in on the same day? That's number one. Why would I do that? Wouldn't it be smarter if you were going to do something to show up in advance so that you had time to prepare? I think so. I absolutely think so. So that's why I ended up purchasing the ticket. And I know they like to run around and say, oh, she didn't have the money to go. She's broke, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Hey, that's fine. If you want to think and believe that, I'm A-okay with you thinking and believing that. Bear with me one second here and let me get something going. So there's one. Hang on, I got one more I got to get in here real quick. Now, I had thought about actually going in and I might still do it. Okay. Um, let's see. Give me just 1 second here. So I've got that one in. Um, so I did not purchase the return flight because I never had intentions on flying back home. I had every intention on driving back home. If anybody knows me and they've ever traveled with me, they will know that flying is not my favorite. It's just not. Down neck, yes, you can ask me a question. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to answer it right now, but you can ask it. Hey, Dale. So I purchased the ticket, purchased it for 2 days in advance, and I started planning like what exactly I was going to do. Because I'm just going to be honest and tell you, I wasn't going there to catch him on video. I wasn't going there to serve him paperwork. That was not what was on my mind. I don't know who the mongoloid looking lady is. You'd have to give me a name. Um, but I can get along down neck to answer your question. I can get along with just about anybody, to be quite frank. So, anyhow, back to my story. I was going to come on here and I was going to show my bank account, but I thought better of it because I don't have to go that far to prove I have money to go somewhere when I've got the cancellation of the fucking ticket. Southwest Airlines to me, July the 30th. Okay. July the 30th is when I canceled the ticket. Spirit of New Orleans. If you were a member on my channel, you might have seen my assets before. She had JT on her channel, the one who lives off her father's name. Walk. Like I said, I can get along with it. I don't have any beef with her. I don't talk to her unless I see her in a chat. I'll say hello, but I don't have any issues with her. It says you've canceled your reservation. You can see right there, August the 13th, from Houston to Las Vegas. Thank you, Rhonda Hauser. I appreciate you. And thank you so much, Charlie. And I think I saw somebody else's come through here a minute ago. Crazy Brat, maybe? Thank you. So, anyways, I canceled this ticket a long time ago. But on July the 22nd, I did a show that was members only. And I'm going to pull up for you guys, and I am going to let you hear exactly what was said on that show. Like I told some people before, I never lied. Thank you, Crystal Ann. I never lied to my community. My community has known full well what's going on. Thank you, Dawn, because they were there and we talked about it. Down neck, yes, we did have a conflict. Our conflict was based off of me trying to warn her about Jim and her defending Jim, basically. And we see where that ended up. Thank you so much, Justice for Harmony. Look at my members. They're telling y'all that they don't give a fuck that you know. Well, the captain, you're entitled to your opinion. So, anyhow, let's just take a moment to see exactly what I said that night. And what I'm even going to do for you, so y'all don't have to listen to me drone on for forever, so I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Thank you, shit show. Thank you, Candace. To take 48, almost 49 years of blood, sweat, tears, heartache. We'll go back just to put it in his face and make a scene. The reason I'm having this members only live is because thank you, Georgia Peach. Shit show. Love you. Kind of had an epiphany moment, I guess. And so I went to Houston to spend some time with family on Sunday. Yeah, on Sunday. And after spending some time with family and talking to my mom and talking to another really close, trusted friend and doing a lot of praying and a lot of thinking and a lot of back and forth, I have decided that I am not going to Vegas. I am not going to meet Mark Terry. While there is a wild side of me that would love nothing more than to show up. Hey, Kyrie, I would love nothing more than to show up and put it in his face and, you know, really rub it in and make a scene or whatever. I know me. And I won't show up just to put it in his face and make a scene. My intentions would be much graver than that.
I think you're doing what is best.
Yeah. It's hard for me because I'm a fighter and I want to take up arms for people and I want to you know, I want to stop some of the madness that's going on. And there are a lot of people that aren't even willing to get up on a panel and share what they've been through, let alone, you know, travel however many hundreds of miles, how many hours from home and confront someone. And I know better than anybody else, they're laying dead to get me locked up or to see my world fall apart. Not going to happen.
Baby, they're not worth it. And I know the feeling. Trust me. You don't think when they came after my child that I didn't want to catch a flight or drive, but they're not worth it. And I know you too well, Watcher. Just making him sweat made me laugh. I'm just going to tell you the truth. Just the fact that you made him sweat and think about getting him some some stuff. I think it's the best thing.
Yeah. And, you know, I've got a ticket. The ticket's not the issue. The money's not the issue. The issue is I know in my heart what my intentions are. And Jim would love nothing more than for me never to get to see my grandkids again. He would love that. You know, and I'm not willing. I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to take myself away from my family. I'm not willing to take 48, almost 49 years of blood, sweat, tears, heartache, pain, success, and flush it all down the toilet for them.
They're not worth it.
No, they're not.
Their karma's going to come and get them anyway. They're not worth pissing on if they were on fire. I would tell you, I thought it was all a joke, to tell you the God honest truth. I didn't I didn't know that you were actually that 100% serious.
Oh, yeah.
So I will say this, if I hadn't even known you were serious, I would have picked up the phone and go, don't you do that shit. They ain't worth it. They're not worth it.
I will tell you that I don't, like, first and foremost, that's something that, no, when I said that I was going, I got the ticket. I spent the money. But like I said, Sunday going, you know, and telling my mom what was going on, you know, being with my family. I've got a family member that is terminal. I'll just say that. And then, you know, praying about it, talking to a really, really close friend of mine about it, you know, people that really know me. And I know that there's going to be shit talked. I know I'm going to be made fun of. I don't care about any of that stuff. But I think one of the other things too that I kept thinking about is I've seen so many people jump on the bandwagon and say, oh, they're going to go, or, you know, like cheer it on. And quite frankly, maybe people don't take this serious. And maybe sometimes I take it a little too serious. But I feel like that when you're in a position of being a creator or an influencer or whatever you want to call it, you have a responsibility. And the last thing that I want to see is I don't want to see people that may even possibly consider going out there to watch something go down and think that that's okay, because it's not. It's not okay. And all of the things that Jim and Mark have done to, myself, Twin Mama, Lacey, Kyrie, Crazy Brat, Cluckers, Fumble, Ruben, Betty, Jenny, Charlie, all of us, Candace Howard. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I don't want to be like them. And I feel like one of the things that I was really struggling with was, do I just keep playing this up and letting all these people believe this? And I just didn't feel right about it. Now, Crazy Brat, that I damn sure will too. I damn sure will. And
Yeah, you can change the date. Have a good old time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's the other thing. I know that they like to scream that I don't have anything. I have money to be able to go and do as I want to. It's not that I don't have the money for it, because I do. But at the same time, Charlie, you can't pick on my next panel guest, okay?
Okay, I won't. I'll be a good girl.
Okay, you better behave. Because
I totally am not touching him, though. I'm not touching him.
I know you're touching him. Don't touch him. You say, look, I might have to draw an invisible line across here, and y'all are just gonna have to stay on your side.
I'm not touching you. Okay.
But I will. I know Georgia Peach, right? But y'all, the one thing that I'm not is I'm not a dishonest person, and I don't necessarily want to lead you all into believing that, for the next however many days, 3 weeks, that I'm going. When I know, and I woke up this morning still on the fence. But the more I thought about it, and the more I went through the day and looked at all the things that I have to be thankful for, it's just not worth it. My son comes home and right at a year, just a few days, about a year and 10 days, something like that. Oh, Lacey, see, that's where you're wrong. Because you can, if you were able to talk to the very first person that I actually had a conversation with about it, they'll tell you what my intents were. And it wasn't good. It wouldn't have been good for me. I'll tell you like that. And I know that being out on bond and then going somewhere like that and getting in any trouble would totally screw me. So I'm just, like I said, I feel it's my responsibility to be honest with you all. Regardless of what people think or say, this is what it is. This is what I've decided for me. And I just don't, I don't like the thought of them being allowed to continue what they're doing. And I am rented Travis for bodyguard purposes. And I'm not saying that I'm going to walk out of here and go announce it to the world. What's important is that you all know, because you all are the ones that are important to me. And I feel like over the last few years, there have been so many traps that have been laid that for whatever reason, God has kept me protected. And I'm just not willing to throw it all away now. Not for Mark Terry. Not for Mark. So, now.
I'm damn proud of you. That's it. That's all I have to say. I'm damn proud of you. I think you're amazing. I'm glad you're not going. We need to catch them another way. Let's catch them. Let's catch them slipping when they don't know who or what. That's just what I think. So she says, yeah, but they all saw you on that private live though, bud. So, I mean, it could be just as scary. I don't know.
Yeah. And so, and I mean, a couple of things I just want to point out for folks is that, number one, I would have never showed up on Friday when he showed up, ever. Not even in my thoughts. I'm a little more covert than that. Number two, we do have a casino about an hour and a half from the house, 2 hours. I ought to go to that bitch and go sit down inside and just go live for a second. Put a little short up.
Yeah, because you can't tell the difference. See, you can't tell the difference of where you at. He won't know where you at.
Okay.
He be trying to figure it out.
Now you're talking. We're all getting on the same page now. It will freak him out. I'm telling you, he's shook right now. He's shook so bad.
Oh, yeah. I know. And that's kind of why I wanted a meeting of the minds to see how to proceed, because I'll be honest, like I said, while, ideally, yeah, I could definitely go and fuck up the rest of my life. But realistically, would I be happy with that? Absolutely not. And for
Not
what?
worth it, because you
Nothing.
have grandbabies. Yeah, they don't have anything. You know what I'm saying? They have nothing. They don't have anybody that loves them that's going to be looking for them. You have people who love you and are looking for you. You got a family member that's, not doing so well when I wish we're all praying for you. You know that. We love you very, very much. They don't have anything to lose. They have nobody that cares about them, nobody that loves them. You do. You have not only your people in real life, but on here, we love you. We don't want to see nothing happen to you. They not worth it.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree. And it's, like I said, it's hard for a motherfucker that likes to scrap. It's definitely a hard choice to make.
Who are you talking to? Who
I
are you
know.
telling right now? There would be nothing better to me than to turn them into mush.
All right. So y'all get the point, right? It was stated way back then. And again, that was on July the 22nd that was done. So, yeah, Mark, you got trolled. You got the hell trolled out of you. And you know what? You made yourself look stupid. You made yourself look completely stupid. And you went and spent money to have a cease and desist served that's full of shit. But I thank you for putting it all in writing, signed with an attorney's name on it. I thank you for that. Because now you've really screwed the pooch. If I didn't have grounds before, once this show is over, I will. And you've run around here ever since that happened with your chest bowed out like you're the top cock. Like you really did something. And all you did was screw yourself. Because you didn't hurt me. The money that I paid, the $174 and change that I paid for that plane ticket, went right back into my account. I've already got proof that Jim has told law enforcement that he owns Jim Terry TV. I already have proof that Mark Terry states that he owns the OTT. I also have proof of everything that you all have done to me, including calling me a pedophile. That was just done again today. So your cease and desist is worth about the same thing that the one that the Twinkie law firm sent Jim was. The only difference is yours was filled with defamation and lies. See, if you were smart, you would have thought long and hard about that before you actually did it. Because what you did is you put all that bullshit on paper, and now I have your playbook. Oh, yeah, Norris, I know. And all the little ones over there helping them out, all these little channels that they're going on and they're advertising that non-affiliate platform where they like to dox. Oh, yes, Ruben, I have. I gave them a verbal cease and desist. Remember? Did that a long time ago. I even told Jim in text message after he continued to contact me after I told him not to. So if you think that I don't have a leg to stand on, you might want to think again. There's another problem that you have, Mark. You linked your business to all of this. You did. Do you know how many times in your little character costume you've gotten up on panels and you have fucked up? Just since Friday. Just since Friday. Oh, and your process server? I'm glad you guys aired that because guess what? I have that recorded as well. He's got a gift coming also. You see, there's things called ethics and standards when you're licensed for things like that. But he'll find out soon enough. Oh, and Mark, another thing. You may have missed the part where your business is registered in Florida. Do you know what that means as far as laws are concerned when it comes to something like this? You might want to do more than contact an attorney that used to work for LegalZoom or whatever it was. May have been some other type of service. Me personally, I don't even think that this is legitimate. I think that you took something he did for you long ago and you used that along with Chat GPT and his auto pen that was on a previous document to draft up this cease and desist. But what you should have thought about, thank you, Trizzle, and what you should have checked into is what happens when you put things that are not true in writing. When Jim told you the other day that you should probably stop talking about it, you probably should have done that. But your ego wouldn't let you. That's going to be not only your downfall, but your brother's downfall as well. It's called ego. And Bob, just so you know, I didn't scam anybody out of money. There were actually 2 people who sent me money thinking I was in Vegas. And guess what? It got returned to them. No explanation at the time, but it got returned to them. And Bob, maybe you did have it right that I wasn't going to show up. I think it's because you know I'm a little bit more intelligent than what my emotions make me sometimes. See, because I'm an emotional being sometimes as well. And I get upset. Hey, Cuban, I get upset. I get angry. They've called me a pedophile. Jim has said that I had 6 abortions by my child. They've tried to paint me as some crazed drug addict. I'm not a drug addict. I might be a little crazy sometimes. Definitely not a drug addict. They keep talking about me having charges for drugs. No, that's where you're wrong. And I've said it over and over again, but you continue to defame me every time you say that I have charges against me, because I don't. Yes, there is an arrest there. I'm the one that put it out there. Absolutely, I'm the one that put that out there. Because it took your ability to make content out of it salacious. You couldn't make it salacious because I put it out there. I'm not hiding from it. I'm hiding from the fact that when I was 15, I had an abortion. I'm not hiding from the fact that my son is in prison. I'm not hiding from the fact that I live in a house that is my inheritance that I pay for. While, yes, my mom's name may be listed down on the tax roll, this is my inheritance. And I've explained that. If I've lied about anything on here, it's not been intentional or intentionally malicious. If there's something that I don't want to answer, chances are it's because I don't want to tell a lie. So I just don't say anything. Or I say I'm not going to answer that. Now, you asked before why I didn't come out and share what was going on with my former brother-in-law when he got busted for 5 counts of child pornography. Because number one, he was no longer a part of this family. Number two, because nobody on here knew him. So why would I? Why would I? That's right. Being defamatory is not entertainment. The crazy thing is that guess what, boys? Because you're not men in my book. Not only have you done this to me, but we have way more than 10 or 15 people that you've done the exact same thing to, minus serving the cease and desist. So if you think that doing that, paying for that, and do that is going to get you anywhere, you're sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. Now, when I said that I hired a private investigator, guess what? Did I lie about that? No. I know you guys keep saying that she only got paid $200. I've shown proof of what she was paid. I've also got proof that you harassed her. And there's a few other things that you did that I have proof of that went off the internet and into my real life. See, there's a lot of things I've kept my mouth shut about because you're not that smart. Exactly, Candace. A private investigator is called a private investigator for a reason. And Jim, I know you would like to think that it was solely because of you that she was hired. Well, you did play a part in that when you reached out to my grandchildren's mother. Oh, but trust me, there was a whole lot more at stake than you. Believe that. So you keep reaching out to her. You keep contacting Corey and Kara and Colton and Cody. Go ahead. Keep on. Because you're not hurting me. Not one bit. And furthermore, I want to know why you're so obsessed with my weight. I'm not the one that said I was 150 pounds. I'm not the one that said I was 180 pounds. I'm not the one that said that I was 200 or 220 pounds. As a matter of fact, I think if you go back to anything that I've probably ever said about my weight, probably said that I was 250 pounds, didn't I? I'm not ashamed of what I weigh. I can get my ass out there and go work out and lose it. I've done it before. But guess what? When you go through something traumatic, like having to shoot somebody that's standing in your front yard with a gun pointed to your son's head while somebody else is choking him out, trying to kill him, things tend to get a little hectic in life. People tend to get PTSD from shit like that. So, yeah, you are more obsessed with my weight than I am. You're more concerned with who is or who's not laying in my bed than I am. Is it because you want the BBC that you think I might have? I mean, we know that Jim likes to hang on to those types of photographs in his phone because he porn bombs with them. Oh, of which I've got proof of too, by the way. Remember those police reports that I have? You think those haven't been added to? And Jim, you're the one that called on me. That's the funny thing. You called the cops on me. And you know what? I wasn't scared to walk out that door and be served. And I'll tell you exactly the conversation that I had with him when he asked, "Are you Amanda?" And I said, "Yes." And he handed me the papers and he said, "You have been served." And I looked at them and I laughed. And I said, he starts to walk off back to his truck. And I said, "Hey." And he says, "Yeah." And I said, "Do you need a signature from her?" And he goes, "No, but you just said you were her." And I just smiled and walked in the house. So, again, I don't know what you guys think you're doing, but you're not doing anything to me. You're not hurting me at all. Sure, I might have to spend all of 10 minutes to formulate it's not even 10 minutes really anymore because I got it copy and pasted to get a counter notification sent through on a false copyright strike, number 14. Like, you guys have tried to take down 14 of my videos. 14. And how many privacy strikes? You tried to get me on terms of service, community, guideline, whatevers. But guess what? Oh, Mark, can you show me exactly? Maybe you're not even going to have to show me, but during discovery, when you sue me, Mark, get ready to show your financials, bitch. I don't have a problem showing mine. I'll open it all up. There ain't no shame in my game. Period. You're weak. You are weak individuals. And you can't handle getting back what you dish out. I mean, I guess it's kind of obvious when you see a dude. Well, for example, let's just take, for example, like this picture that I found out there online from it was I guess like a movie screening or something. Um, there was this guy that calls himself a Hollywood insider. And this picture was out there. And you see the redness around the chin area You know, I'm not a doctor and I'm not diagnosing anybody, but I'll tell you, in my opinion, what I think that looks like is a yeast infection from having somebody's sweaty balls on their chin all the time. That's what that looks like to me. And so, right, a public rash. So, taking the time to fill out these false copyright strikes and these privacy complaints and having to respond to them, it might be irritating. Like the yeast infection on that guy's chin, but it's not like AIDS. It's not going to kill me. I can continue to do it. Ain't that right, PZ? How's that positivity going, buddy? And PZ, you ought to be able to speak to the fact that as mad as I've been at you, I haven't shared your text messages, have I? Huh? Even after you and Johnny shit all over me. I guess I can be a little bit trustworthy, huh? No, see, I only do that kind of shit when I'm pushed to that point of feeling like I have to. But everybody knows, and I've been like this from the beginning. I've never pulled any punches about it. You send me something and you fuck me over and you try to lie about it, I'm going to show the truth. I don't care if people believe me or not. It's the fact that I've done my part in correcting the false information. So yeah, Mark and Jim, you got trolled. You got super trolled. And y'all ran around here for a month. For a month. Flapping your chops. Blah, 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 blah. Saying this and saying that. Blah, 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 blah. You're lucky. You're really lucky that I'm a lot more intelligent and level-headed than what you've tried to make me out to be. As far as me being on bond, I can go wherever I want to go. Understand that. All I have to do is tell them where I'm going. Period. That's it. So that was not the issue at all. The issue is, like I said in the video, and that's like a 4-hour and 19-minute show. And yes, I hid the show several hours after it was done. I hid it. You know why? Because I knew that you would have people trying to sign up to see exactly what I'm doing in my members only. And you know what? I'm just a little bit smarter than that. Just a little. Because I know there's a couple of people in there that think that I don't know, but I know. Thank you, TT. I appreciate you very much. There's not a lot that gets by me. And when something does, oh, trust me, I've got a community that nothing gets by. And I will tell you that everybody played their part and played it to a T. Played it to a T. So good that most of them thought that I changed my mind at the last minute and went anyway. But again, like I said, just so you can see for yourself, July the 30th, you have canceled your reservation. That's right. You big dummies. You see, the difference between you and me is I have a mind that says, you know what? That's probably not the best idea. You may want to rethink that. And I have the self-control that regardless of what anybody else thinks, that I can actually swallow my pride and let go of my ego long enough to do the right thing. That's something I don't think that you two guys will ever understand or ever be able to do. Maybe it's because you've lived your life. Thank you so much, Cut and Shoot. Being coddled or sheltered. Maybe it's because you've been allowed to get away with things for so long. Because, I mean, let's face it. Facts ain't defamation. You're not good people. You're not. And you think that one of you dropping off a panel or saying this or saying that, thank you so much, Charlie, eliminates your liability in all of this? No. But I tell you what you won't do. I bet you won't sue me. I bet you won't have me a lawsuit served. I bet you won't. And you know something else you won't do? You won't keep me from getting to see my grandchildren. You won't get to see me lose everything. You won't destroy my life. You won't shut me up. You won't make me go away. You won't prove anything about me being inappropriate with my child or any child. You won't. And I put my life on it. Believe that. Thank you, girl Ryan. Thank you, Iceberg. I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all very much. You know, on my worst day, Mark and Jim, thank you, Justice for Harmony. On my worst day, on the worst day of my entire life, at the lowest I've ever been, I'm better than you. And I will always be better than you. I don't have to lie about who I am. I don't have to lie about where I've been. I don't have to lie about what I've done. And I damn sure don't have to hurt other people to make money, to get ahead in life, or make myself feel or seem successful. Thank you. Whoa! Thank you, Fumble. Holy shit. I've never seen that before. Whoa. That is amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Shit Show. Justice for Harmony, thank you. I really appreciate you all. Cut and Shoot, thank you. And you know, Mark and Jim, thank you, Georgia Peach. That goes for a lot of people. A lot of people on their worst days. On their worst days, they're better than you. Thank you, Joy Perry. Because you know why? These people here, the people that you've shit all over, they know how to take accountability for their wrong. They know how to change. They know how to support one another. They know how to love. They know how to feel empathy. And they know how to make good choices. It's not all about the money. It's not. And you know, thank you, Carrie Lou. Wow, I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. You know how many people you guys have shit all over? And for what? Thank you, Wildflower. Holy shit. You guys and gals. Thank you, Kathy Waters. Candace, don't worry about it. It's not about the money. It really is not about the money. Thank you, Lambrow. It's much appreciated. Damn, I might end up getting my lawnmower after all. Thank you, Dawn. But you know what, Mark and Jim? These people, thank you, happy caffeinated couple. These people know. They know me. You know why? Because they've sat back and they have fucking watched me. And they've watched you too. And every time that you've lied, guess what? People see it. People recognize it. People aren't scared anymore. You've run through just about everybody. Hell, you even go through your own people and do it to your own people. Fast City, I know that's right. But more than the money, more than the number of people watching or the likes or any of that. When I said that I made the choice not to go, and we decided as a collective that we were going to troll you, not one of them said a word. Not one said a word about it. I'd like to see you do better than that. I'd like to see you do better than that. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. There was probably, I can tell you that there was over 50 people on that live stream that night. That's what I said. That's what I meant. And nobody breathed a word. And you know what? Some of those people, they don't even like each other. Let alone there's probably a few of them that don't like me. And nothing leaked. Nothing. That's pretty fucking amazing if you ask me. Oh, Candace, he would be so mad. He would be. Hey, Kathy Waters, it's good to see you. And while, yes, there are some ways you can guesstimate, you can try. That doesn't mean that you're still going to see even all of my members. Because there's people that never chat. Because they don't want to be harassed. And guess what? That's documented too, because we've got it all recorded. All of it. Thank you, Miss W.
Hey. Hey.
Woo, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. Thank you all so much for the cash apps. I can't respond to all of them right now, but thank you very, very, very. You guys have been really generous. You guys and gals are very generous. And I really appreciate that. And yes, I do take a portion of what I get from YouTube. And I do give back to the community. Just because I don't broadcast it, I don't need to. The people that I've given money to or that I've helped in a financial manner, they know who they are. And that's all that matters. I don't have to brag about a dollar amount. I don't have to. It's not because I'm embarrassed, because I'm not embarrassed. I can tell you that. Not embarrassed by it at all. But it's really and truly nobody's business but the people that give it and the person that they give it to. There was a time when I thought that you guys were really making some great business moves. But then I saw how you treated people. That's right, Fast Eddie, and I'd do it again today. I've watched how you treated people. And you say, oh, well, we've got fuck you money. How does it feel now? Because I don't hear that Cash App going off near as much as I used to. We all know that you guys like to double read and make up Cash Apps and such that you don't actually get. You know how we know that? Because some of the people you done it with have admitted it. You think you got such a tight group over there and that everybody is so damn loyal. But I can tell you this much. You better think again. You better think again. Because just like people will try to warm up to me to see what they can find out or how close they can get, don't think they haven't done it to you too. You're just a little bit more gullible than I am. Because I can see that shit coming from a mile away. A mile away. That's right, Kathy Waters. Thank you so much. We got double fuck you money right about now. And furthermore, you want to say that you don't lie to your community? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You know it, and I know it. And so does everybody else, because we've watched you do it time and time again. And I don't have to sit here and repeat myself over and over and over again just to have content about all the things you lied about, because it's all out there. Denver Broncos. Big project after the first of the year. Guinness Book of World Records. 26-year football career. Oh, by the way, since you guys are thank you so much, Justice for Harmony. I know, right? And since you guys are just so hard on anybody that's ever been arrested, because see, I've only been arrested, but Jim, you have criminal charges. You pled guilty to those charges. Adjudication was withheld because you took probation. You talk about other people being a confidential informant. Well, how is it, Jim? How is it that you get away with so much? Jim, there's somebody out there with your name that has a federal charge for wiretapping. Is that you from 2020? Is that you with the federal wiretapping charge? I don't know. I'm not the private investigator. Oh, Jim, another question. What happened between you and Chrissy? Why don't you tell that story? Jim, did you buy Chrissy a ring? And Chrissy said no. I'm asking. I'm not stating. And what do you think Chrissy had to say about you? Out of curiosity. Do you think that it was good stuff? Or may there have been some repeated domestic violence there? Oh, while we're on the subject of domestic violence, Johnny. Oh, Johnny. What about you? Ever have any battery charges against a former partner, Johnny? Y'all want to talk about poor parenting? What kind of criminal record does your son have, Johnny? Huh? And that grandbaby? Has that grandbaby gone to CPS yet, Johnny? Or do you even care? Probably not. Probably not. I would think that you did not care. You want to talk about drug addicts? You really want to talk about drug addicts, Jim? Because I'm going to tell you something. There's addictions of all kinds. One may be gambling, one may be sex, one may be pornography, one may be drugs, one may be alcohol. There's all kinds of addictions. All kinds. So before you go shitting on someone because their addiction is not the same as yours, you better make sure that you don't have that little disease yourself. You see, Jim, not only have you outed people's HIV status, you've also defamed someone else and said that they had it that doesn't, because you've got it in your mind that they do. You've accused them of flying all over the United States selling ass. Isn't that what you said? Prostituting themselves. But yet you've got one, Jim, that you said told you, and she has said it before publicly, that she's a prostitute. And y'all sent her out in Vegas to try to stalk me. Oh, yeah. It's like the pot calling the kettle black, ain't it? Interesting how that works. Isn't it? I think it is. I can tell you this. I've never sold my ass. And coming in at 250 pounds, motherfucker, I ain't never missed a meal either. Believe that. I'm going to get mine. But you know what? I sat here and I recorded every single thing you all did. Because you made an assumption. And when you made that assumption, you made an ass of yourself. Oh, yes, you did. And guess what? Now we've got 177 people that are sitting here watching that know how much of an ass you made out of yourself too. And you can sit there and puff out your chest on your show tonight and say, oh, but we did. You can yell at a screen. You can do all that bullshit. It doesn't change the fact that on our worst day, we're all better than you. If your little external platform is so great, why not stay there? Why circumvent your termination from YouTube by using mentally challenged adults? To get on their channel and try to screw things up for them. Tell me exactly, What was Christine's situation that got her food stamps taken away? Because you all know. Better yet, don't tell me. Don't tell me, because I have a feeling eventually somebody's going to have to answer for that. I just got a feeling. But Jim, you remember when we were getting along and you started getting this gut feeling or whatever it was that I was working with Salty behind the scenes and da 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 da? Buddy, you were wrong. You were dead wrong. When I told you that I wasn't coming after you guys legally, I meant that. I meant every word of it. When I told you that I didn't want to fight with you, I meant every word of it. I didn't start this, but I've got it all recorded. Who did? You see, Amanda laid out a plan a long time ago. And I'm patient. I'm patient. And I'm calculated. And I'm thoughtful. But I also know the benefits of doing things the right way. Unlike it appears of you and your brother. See, you think your big mouth and your threats can really stop something or stop someone? Thank you so much. Thank you, Leanne. Thank you, Leanne. I appreciate that. And yes, cheers to you for not being on the OUT. There are times when I want to revert back to old ways of thinking. There are times when I would love nothing more than to go batshit crazy. Thank you, Justice for Harmony. That's right. That's right. There's a lot of stuff that's been collected. A lot. And you guys have hurt. Thank you, Crystal Ann. You guys have hurt so many people in the name of entertainment. Trying to ruin someone's life is not entertainment. It's not. And it's sick, it's depraved, and it's twisted that you think it is. You know how you run around telling everybody, oh, well, we're just counterpunchers. They attacked us. They did this to us first. No, sir, I did not. And I know a bunch of other people that didn't either. And I'd like to see you in court. No, I'd love to see you in court. Because Jim already told me what he's afraid of. Jim, you remember that conversation? It's probably about a year ago. Right at a year ago. Maybe a little more than a year ago. When you said, why do people keep coming after you? What exactly is it that they want? And the only thing that you really didn't want is for people to get your financials. Yeah, Shack Lady, exactly. Destroyed relationships of people who were genuine and lied about people. Created havoc amongst people. to get them to not trust each other so nobody would talk to each other and compare notes. Problem with that is, got a lot of, it's called social media for a reason. You think people aren't going to talk? Jim, you still got people over there with you talking to each other and sharing notes. And you think that those people don't talk to somebody else that talks to somebody else that talks to me? That road works both ways, bud. And I can guarantee you that there are a lot of things that I've held close to my chest that have been told to me over the last 3 years. And not just told, proven, documented. Like how you say that you don't get even partial credit card numbers, you liar, Mark. I've got proof from multiple people because you sent it in email. Oh, Jim, you know, Mark said that in his little cease and desist letter that I was mad because you guys did not play the shooting video. Let me explain something to you. Number one, you still got the email. Why don't you show it? Why don't you show that email of when I sent it and what I said? Because I know exactly what I said in that email. Believe that. I bet you won't. I bet you won't show it. Oh, another thing, Mark. You remember when you scared Christine or you freaked her out the other day with the text message thing? I got a real good screenshot of that, and I got it on video. And nobody will ever take a screenshot that you guys or a text message that you guys show seriously anymore, because you could tell you were in a program that created that to look like a real text message. Just FYI. You guys are sloppy. Are you burned out? Getting a little tired? Because you're making a lot of mistakes. And guess what? We're right here to catch them for you. The other thing is, you know, there have been multiple people that you've gone around and you said things like you said to the process server that just weren't true. For example, Jim, when you told Angel that I was a felon, so she started calling me a felon, and she was corrected. She corrected herself. Unlike you threw her under the bus. But you lied to her, not just about me, but you lied to her about a whole bunch of people. And I suspect that that's part of the reason why she just got sick and tired of all the bullshit. People can say what they want to about her. She's not dumb by any stretch of the imagination. She's not dumb. I swear to God, if my dogs are out here eating my plants, I'm going to hurt some. Get out of my damn plant, you bitch. Get out of my plant. You little fucker. I'm going to beat your ass. No, I'm not. I knocked over my damn plant. Little hooker. Sorry. That was my dog. She's out there messing with my damn plants. And you know, what's even funnier is you go around here and you keep repeating the same bullshit over and over. And I guess you think that people are going to believe it if you scream it loud enough. But you saw today from Eric's chat, people think you're a joke. They think you're a douche canoe and a joke. Good night, down neck. And down neck, just I did not miss your comment earlier. What I wanted to say is, the thing is that Angel didn't bring Jim into my community. He was already here. And Jim, you can sit there and say, well, if it wasn't for me, nobody would know you. You don't know that. Just because I was a dumbass and got involved in your show or whatever it is, you think that you can lay claim to something? No. Honey, let me tell you, I've been an entertainer since the day I was born. I was entertaining in the womb. People know me wherever I go. It's just my personality. You'll never measure up. Ever measure up. That's right. I built this channel with the help of my community. As if, I don't own you guys, but I sure love the hell out of you. Love you right into heaven. Ron, I agree. Oh, yeah, down neck, correct. And now what does he do? He uses Lee. He uses them and then shit talks him. We've all heard it. That man has no loyalty to anybody but himself. He has said it over and over again. And eventually, people will catch on. I can't tell you. Oh, wait, hang on. Let's not misspeak here, because remember, Salty Pancake said he bought 1,000 of my subscribers, which is bullshit. He may have thought he did or whatever, but I can go back and show you it happened last January, not January of 2025. You got to go back in time because you can see it. Yeah, I agree, down neck, to her detriment. I agree. Do I think that she can turn it around and have a great show again? I think she's on her way. I'm not here to tell Angel what to do or how to run her show. I can give her some tips and tricks and hints on analytics and different things to do where you don't really have to spend money to grow your channel. But she's never asked me, and I'm not going to just offer it up. If and I've told anybody, you get a false copyright strike, holler at your girl. I'll help you as much as I can. If it's a true copyright strike, I can't help with that. But if it's a false one, I can sure help you with that. Honeybee, I like the Amish. I was in Ohio and got to visit some Amish country, and it was beautiful. I got to meet some Amish people. Their breakfasts are the bomb. It's where I learned about whoopie pies. It was great. It was great and beautiful, by the way. Anyhow, I'll be going back this year, actually. Trying to think what else. What else was said? There's been so much. So much. Oh, another thing. Hey, Heart with Hustle. You guys are in Virginia? I like Virginia. Oh, Polly. What's up, Polly, baby? Come here, let me lick the chocolate and sprinkles off your donut. It's my favorite. West Virginia. I went through there whenever I drove to New York. I drove through there, and golly, it was so pretty. It was so pretty. I would love to visit. Yeah, I know. According to them, we're all inbred hillbillies. But Jim, Mark, I would absolutely love it for you to serve me lawsuit paperwork. You already know my address, 7874 Shady Lane. You got it. Send it. Assassino, whoo. You know, Philly is one place I've never visited, but I want to actually come up in that area during the fall when the seasons are changing and the leaves are changing colors, because that's one thing we don't get here. I don't get to see different seasons. I see summer and almost summer. I mean, that's what we get around here, unless it's like a 1 in 100-year snowstorm. But oh wow, Shaq. Yeah, I would love to. Absolutely love to. But if you think for 1 second that and I say we because there is a collective that has worked very, very hard. Hell yeah, Assassino, I'm always down for steaks. Always. But it's not one person. Not one person can accomplish all of this. It takes a village. It literally takes a village. And when you shit on so many people that you have to hide, you can't walk out in your front yard and show your funky ass house because you're afraid. You want to talk about being scared? Ain't nobody scared of you, Jim. Are you kidding me? What is there to be scared of? I think you're a big ass pussy. I'm not scared of you, and I'm damn sure not scared of your brother. What I am scared of is me. I'm scared of losing my temper and seeing red and losing everything that I've worked hard for. While it may not seem like much to you, it's probably more than what you've got since you don't have your name on anything. And I think Mark has said that he's got 3 vehicles and a piece of land in the desert that's worth $5,000. I got more than that in my fucking bank account. So you keep thinking that I don't have money. Oh, and by the way, you think you know why I'm not working, but you have no idea. Because at this point, you have no idea what I've put out there to see what's going to get back to you. None. So every time that you open your mouth thinking that you know, I bet I could prove you wrong. I bet I can prove you wrong. And when people that you call give you lip service because you've harassed them so much, just remember, if they were really stand-up people, they would have never, ever continued to talk to you, even after they knew the position that you put them in. I'm just saying. Before you fix your mouth to call somebody else stupid or uneducated or ignorant, you better know who the fuck you're talking about. because I've dealt with way more treacherous people than you. Way more. Now, I will say, excuse me, that when I called Jim a con man, it's because that's what he's called himself. And anybody that's watched him for 3 years or more knows that. What was his favorite saying? I'm not even going to say it. I'm going to let somebody in chat. Somebody in chat tell me what his favorite saying was. This ought to be real interesting. Oh, Assassino, he's more than that. His criminal record has fraud. Woo! Go homegrown. It's good to see you. I'm glad to see you. I hope you're doing well. His favorite saying was, "You can't con a con man." Thank you, Shack Lady. That's right. You can't con a con man. So if you want to know where I got that name from, Jim, it came from you. Oh, Mark, your cease and desist, it doesn't protect your family. You don't live in Florida. Or do you? Do you live in Florida? Because if you don't, guess what? That cease and desist doesn't cover that. And I never called your father a pedophile. Ever. Prove it. What I did is I read a public review that someone left that was not me. Because if I do something, remember, I do it in my name. If I call somebody, it's been with my phone number. And I can guarantee you that you all have called more people in my life than I have in yours. Because I can tell you the people in your life that I've called, and I've said it. I have no problem repeating it. I'd say it in front of a judge and a jury. And I'd tell them exactly why I called and exactly what I said. Because not one time did I ever say anything remotely close to what you all have said about me. I did not defame you. I did not lie about you. I did not pretend to be something or someone I wasn't in order to get them to talk or to try to get them to talk. But I have recordings of you. Oh, and Mark, you don't get to escape that easily. Because regardless if Jim is a 1099 or a paid employee or whatever, his name is plastered all over your shit. And yeah, if you have someone that you work with under the guise of your quote unquote company, and you do something against their terms of service, I have every right to file a complaint with them. You better fucking believe I do. And I will exercise it every single time. Because anything that I've done, I've put it in writing, and it has been 100% the truth. Period. When my police department states that you're attempting to harass me, I think that's a pretty heavy statement. I don't think you have a police report that says that about me, do you? As a matter of fact, you probably don't have a police report that states that about anybody. Regardless of what you want people to believe, you don't run shit. You don't run shit. You're not better than anybody. You're not more successful than anybody can have an OUT platform. Anybody. So you finally took the time to sit down and figure it out and put some time and attention into doing it. You don't stay over there too much. You like spending all your time over here where you're not supposed to be because you were terminated more than once. How many channels have been terminated from YouTube? It's been more than 5. I can tell you that. Probably been closer to 10. Accusing people of being confidential informants, calling people druggies, Bob. You see, you have a network that spans multiple states. And there's no way in hell, given what you've come out here and bragged to everybody about, that you could show in a court of law that anything that I have said or done has damaged your business. You can't prove that. So guess what? You get no damages. And Mark, if you think that I have committed a criminal offense, by all means, call the law, bitch. Call them. Go for what you know, asshole. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. You sit there and you guys think you got these silver tongues and you can talk a good game. And maybe you can to those that are slow or old and get them to believe you. But there's a whole hell of a lot of people out here that know better. And they see you for exactly what you are. And you know what? A lot of these people ain't even from this community. They've seen you other places and knew exactly what you were about. Candace, that's exactly right. Typically, only a confidential informant would know so much about what a CI is and how innocent they portray to be. You see, Jim, you have a criminal background. That's the truth. Anybody can go out there to Pinellas County and put in your name and look it up. They didn't drop those charges. You completed probation, so they withheld adjudication. But weren't they ready? And I could be wrong about this, but weren't they ready to actually revoke it unless you shit some money for them? Didn't you owe some money that you had to borrow from somebody to pay? Again, I could be mistaken about that, but I think I may be right. Assassino, who's the snitch? He tries to say that Fumble is a confidential informant, but it definitely is not Fumble. Hey, Jim, you remember all the times that you told these stories, especially the one about the rental? Remember the rental that you took off with? And you held out until right at the last minute when they were getting ready to file some charges on you? Jim, remember how you started the rumor about Johnny being a pedophile when everybody had the Google Drive link to go look at his criminal history and everybody knew that he had no charges like that? But you still ran with that. Or what about, wasn't it Mr. Estes? Was it Mr. Estes's debit card that he used for the gym membership? How'd you do that, Jim? Was that legal? And there is domestic violence paperwork out there on you, Jim. That's not a lie. That's not a lie. And you know damn good and well, you told me that there is a possibility that that young lady was your daughter because you were sleeping with her mother at the time. You say that she never came to you. That's because you wanted her to come up on a panel with you so you could try to make her look stupid or like she was lying. But you know what? That woman is a hell of a lot smarter than you, bruh. A hell of a lot smarter. Oh, wow. And Mr. Estes was a preacher. Man, oh man, oh man. Assassino, it said repeated domestic violence on the paperwork. And you can go look it up. It's in Pinellas County, Florida. All you got to do is type in his name. First name, James. The last one is what he advertises. And yeah, maybe, Mark, your restraining order or whatever it was that those people put against you, maybe that didn't go through. But you know what there is proof of? You just saying that you were going to destroy that woman's business. The threats that you made to her. Her husband. And wasn't that over the movie? Wasn't that all over this movie? You see, I can back up the things that I've said. I can show exactly where I got it from. But the one thing that I will never do, and I said it a while back, I'll never show you my hand. Ever. You want to see what cards I'm holding? Sue me, bitch. How about that? And if I want to sit up here and say that I know for a fact that you all gleaned people's information from that OTT platform, I will say it because it's the truth. And we've got it all recorded. And guess what? It's against the OTT's terms of service. In Davo Media, it's against their terms of service to do what you guys are doing. You think that you can have it all your way right away? Fine. Do what you do. But that doesn't mean that I can't file a complaint. And your government computer guy, don't think that there's not a record of every time that he's contacted you. Oh, we've got his voice too, by the way. Yep, Maeve, he sure did. He basically was threatening me that if I didn't give over the video, that he was going to be pissed, you know, and like he does. When he wants something, he has no problem with extorting, threatening, trying to use intimidation tactics. Yeah. Blackmail, whatever. And guess what? It's all recorded. It's recorded. And I'm not the only one it's been done to. So, yeah, you can go on there tonight and puff yourself up with your false pride and ego and act like you called it. She didn't show up. Da, 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 da. You're lucky. You're lucky I didn't show up. But like I said, on my worst day, on my 250-pound sweaty ass, humidity, snot flowing, smelling like an onion patch, on my worst day, I'm better than both of you put together and have accomplished more than either one of you ever will. You could take that shit to the bank. So if you're feeling froggy, let me just say this. Jump, bitch. Jump. Because your fake ass cease and desist, it didn't scare me. Not in the least bit. Because you see, I'm still here doing this show, don't you? Oh, and I know you'd love to get it taken down. You've already tried. That's not AI. It's a public photo, and it's transformed. And anything you put out into that public forum, guess what? It'll fall under fair use because you're not Netflix. You're not the NFL. You're not a sitcom on TV. But I can tell you right now, I could take The Wizard of Oz and I can take clips from that movie and I can do commentary on it and stay within fair use. Just like with your stuff. Oh, Janelle, I understand you want to come back on the scene and get some attention, you dirty deleting little girl. But I got those screenshots too, so you're just as culpable. You'll be homeless the rest of your life if you keep fucking with me. I don't know why your little hunchback, snaggletooth little rat ass thought you were going to come stalk me. Because I promise you, you would have walked up to me, I'd have stomped a fucking mud hole in your ass. Believe that. With the quickness. You'd have been missing all the rest of your damn teeth. What you need to do is you need to worry about getting on that boat. You know, that cruise ship? Your dream job, Janelle? You need to worry about that. Don't worry about me. And I'm not worried about you taking no damn screenshot of my fucking community page or anything else. I could give two shits less about your sloppy, nasty, broke down, homeless ass. Thank you so much, Polly. Woohoo! Geraldine loves some coffee too. And don't think for 1 second that I'm going to stop with my commentary, because I'm not. I don't care if you strike every video on my channel. They can take this channel. They can have this motherfucker. Strike away. But I'm not going to stop because I have every right to voice my opinion, to give my commentary, to critique what is said about me, to correct your defamation and your lies. So, if you think that you really did something by by sending old little raggly face, what's his name, Luke over here, you didn't. You didn't. Hey, Jim, you might have talked to him on the phone, and you may have even recorded that phone call. But did he come on your show the other night? No. You know why? Because that man has a legal license to protect. And if he wants to keep that license, his best bet is to not show face on that show or voice. Because I've already got him once disparaging me, and that's enough. But if you want to provide me more ammunition, you go right ahead, because I'll fucking take it. I'll take it. You guys are good at giving it up. You give up more than a nasty hooker desperate for some change for some crack. Oh, Norris Code, did he ever? And I got it all recorded. I've got it all recorded. That's what they failed to realize. You got it, Polly. Make me lick your damn sprinkles and chocolate off your donuts. Your do-nuts. Cluckers, you didn't miss much. You didn't miss much. And hey, look, I'm going to be straight up. If people haven't figured it out yet, it's because they're stupid. It literally is because they're stupid. They're ignorant. He comes on their channels and he says and does things that will get them struck. Like today, he did all that to try to get someone to strike Eric's channel. And I personally think that Eric worked really hard. He's got a lot of recorded videos to get good content on his channel to build it. He didn't need Jim's help. He may have not have had like hundreds and hundreds of people in a live chat. He didn't need that, because it's not about the live viewers. And that's what a lot of these creators don't understand. It's about getting people to actually watch your fucking video. It doesn't matter if it's live or not. There's a time frame. And if you pay attention, if you know anything about analytics and you know how to go back there in the studio and look at those things and play to what is working, then you don't really have to work that hard. It's not that difficult. It really isn't. And I look at some of these people that, oh yeah, Sassino, he's had numerous, him and his brother have had numerous channels terminated. Numerous. No, he's not supposed to be involved in anyone's channel. But I can tell you what, YouTube knows who all those channels are. They have links, they have screenshots, they have timestamps. And every time someone posts a link to that OTT, Texas Granny, Barbara Buffalo, guess what? You're risking your own channel on YouTube. Now, I understand that you ladies don't go live, or it'd probably be a blessing if your account was terminated. And I don't mean a blessing for me. I mean a blessing for y'all. Because you got to be, I mean, hell, I heard Texas Granny on panel for the first time. She sounded like she was on her deathbed. And Barbara Buffalo's over there talking about how stressed out this all has her. Honey, you ain't seen shit. And you're stressed about this? Are you kidding me? Weak. That's weak. Come on. Thicken that skin. Grow a pair. Yeah, strike team assemble. Trust me, they've got plenty of those little clips also. Because that is against YouTube terms of service as well. I mean, I'm just curious. Jim, Mark, Texas Granny, Barbara Buffalo, Shark Hitter, Johnny, PZ. Are you guys fucking illiterate? Or you just don't care? Yep, Shaq, tribalism. Got a video out there about that. It's pretty crazy, isn't it? I mean, it's nuts to think that this stuff, oh, Shaq Lady excessive strikes is documented. Trust me and believe that. Mm-hmm. I know, Lambrow, right? They wonder why. Oh, Rainbow Melon. Rainbow Melon. Some of the things I heard, or I saw them because I got screenshots of them. You talking about me, bitch? Yeah. Okay. Just remember, you reap what you sow, girlfriend. You reap what you sow. And I'm going to leave it at that. Because you know you ain't right. Far from it. But it's nice to see that I live so rent-free in your head. Oh, you know those pictures, Rainbow? Huh? You know those little provocative pictures? I'm sure you sent them to Jim. I've got them. Oh, yeah, I do. And I'm just going to hang on to them. Because let me tell you something, sister. You don't have his trust or his loyalty the way that you have given it to him. And you can write that down. He doesn't even like you, Jen. He doesn't even like you. He thinks you're weird. DHS is looking into Rainbow Melon and her terroristic and gang violence threats towards Leanne. Just saying. Huh. Interesting. Yeah. Well, you know, I just wonder what the union rep would think. Especially when you're walking around your job on camera. It's a good representation, ain't it? What's up with that fucking mosquito net around your bed? Asking for a friend. You know who you are, friend. Are you a hoarder? Just asking. I mean, if you are, everybody's got their thing, right? But just curious. Oh, yeah. I will tell you, it's a whole lot of people that have done dirt and think nobody knows, or they've told this person, or thank you, MRH. I am, and I hope you are also. And they've told this person that, and blah, 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 or they've sent them this, or they've sent them that. And guess what? If you haven't figured it out now, It very seldom stays with that one person. I had to learn that shit the hard way myself. And while I know people think that I just hold on to stuff to use it later, that's not the case. Is it, PZ? Or Bell? Or Bob? So, and there's a few more. But I'm going to let them make it for now. There's nobody that's been very, let me say this. I'm not going to say nobody. There are very few people who have been innocent in all of this. Very few. And if you think that you don't have people sitting over there, Jim, with you in your little community that don't have some creepy ass criminal histories, some drug addiction, that don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, or have kids in prison, or have kids on drugs, or have done some pretty fucked up shit in their own lives, or have sold their ass, or whatever, that live in shacks. If you think you don't have that over there, you're wrong, buddy. You're wrong. Sugar Plum. Y'all think it's funny. Y'all think it's funny. And you want to sit there and say, oh, well, they just keep coming after Jim. No, that's not how this is all shook out. That's not how this is all shook out. Reuben, not all of it, but I probably have a lot of it. Yeah, Crazy Brad, I used to actually kind of like her a little bit. And she's just so desperate to please Jim and Mark that she'll do anything. Right down to going to somebody else's house and digging in their trash. It's kind of crazy, if you ask me. I don't know, Ruben. I think you just kind of fell into that position because you talk to everybody. Is what true about Sugar Plum? That she went to Twin Mama's house? Yeah, that's true. She's been by somebody else's house too. I'm pretty sure it was her. Yep. 99% sure. There's always a little 1% there. Yeah, Norse. That's how she got those things, those plates and cups and stuff that they tried to say was Twin Mama's. Yeah. Can't get no rinker or dinker than that. Can you? It's pretty disgusting behavior. Yep, Lambrow, that was it. She was. Mm-hmm. Sure was. She lives in Oklahoma. So she has the ability to do it. And what happened to Super Cop? Super Cop. Casey Carpenter. Where are you, Super Cop? Come out wherever you are, buddy. Oh yeah, y'all. I'm telling you, if y'all really knew some of the shit that's happened, mm, 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 mm. But I'll tell you, there's a lot of times that things are said to me that I don't know if it's a test to see if I'm going to say something to somebody else or whatever, that I just don't repeat. It's not my business. I don't care what people do in their personal lives. I don't care if somebody's been arrested. Snooks, if it was in Oklahoma, it was that bitch. There's only two people that could have been from their little crew. So, yeah. Aw. Thank you so much for the Cash App. I really, really appreciate that. And you know, I said it a while back. I'd rather not fight with people. Oh, it's not Casey spelled Casey. It's the letter K, the letter C, and Carpenter. And that's not his real name. Just FYI. Little nugget there. Wow. Thank you so much again for the Cash App. You got, geez, Willikers. Like, y'all have just been way too generous. Seriously. I can't say thank you enough. So, yeah, I mean, gotta breathe sometimes. Jim, Mark, if you want me to stop, you stop. It's that easy. It's that easy. Will your pride and ego let you do that? Will it? Can you do any other content that's not fucking with someone over here? Can you? Or does that not bring the money? But yet you talk shit about me because I recognize and utilize what some of these motherfuckers don't have the sense to do. And that's never let you on their panel and use your tactics against you without having to cross the boundaries of go in real life. Because I'm sorry, picking up the phone and having an adult conversation, no matter how one-sided it was both times with your dad, was not trying to destroy your business. It wasn't defaming you. I did not lie about you. As a matter of fact, I didn't try to hurt you in any shape, form, or fashion. And don't forget how you let me back in for like 7, 8, 9 months. If I was so bad and untrustworthy, why did you open up your community to me like that? So much so that you were willing to let people even pay for me to be on the OTT. And then you got mad because I wouldn't accept it. After my information had already been leaked from one of your websites prior. Remember that, Bob? Bob, how did you find out about sharing your biz? That's right, Maeve. I did not call multiple times in a row. Absolutely did not. And don't forget, Jim, I still have a full hour and a half recorded phone conversation with Chad's mom. Remember the sick elderly lady that you tried to harass for days that wouldn't take your call or answer your text messages? Oh, I got all that. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And going around saying that you're an investigative journalist from Roku, buddy, it's going to get your ass hung out to dry. Believe it. Because I don't have to sue you. I don't. I don't need to. You've done enough damage yourself. I just have a little more follow-up legwork to do. And if I remember correctly, I'm not the one that has a Rolling Stone article out there about me either. Hey, Jim, why don't you go ahead and play that full interview that you had with that lady? No. Ruben, it's not illegal for me to call his dad's shop or even their home for that matter. I didn't call their intent to harass. As a matter of fact, it was just the opposite. That's right, Heart with Hustle. Several PI sites calling him a scammer. Not me. Not me on those sites. Rip-off report. I mean, you can go out there and see. These were things before this whole YouTube deal ever came into play. Hey, Jim, what was PG-13? Huh? You've been doing shows for a long time, haven't you, Jim? You've been at this for a long while. Hey. So, Tasha, I agree. They do think that they're untouchable. Oh, Cluckers, they're going on the OTT tonight because he's got breaking news about me. He's got breaking news about Watcher of Crazy. He's going to tell everybody she's 250 pounds. Dude, go fuck yourself. I've already told everybody that. You're the only one worried about it. Who gives a shit? So, if you were on my members only, I got up in a pair of red fucking stilettos and pranced my fat ass to my kitchen and back. You think them people didn't see my fat ass? I can tell you what doesn't weigh much at all. Your brain. Your brain. Because it appears that you don't have one. Who's Richard Brooks? Oh, yeah. Norse Code. Yeah, I remember that guy. The PI Association guy. Yeah, I remember him. Cash App is Watcher of Crazy. It'll probably come up as sharing your biz. So, oh, Jonelle, you got a whopping 11 people? Man, you're killing it over there. Man, I tell you what, girl. You climbed back on the wrong team, honey. Don't nobody give a shit about you. Hey. Wow. I don't call out names from my Cash App, but you know who you are that just sent that. And you don't have to apologize. I get it. And I understand. You know, back when I was originally with Jim and Mark, I pom-pom for him. I won't even lie. Can't lie. I told everybody. I trust him. I feel safe with him. It wasn't a week later that he turned for no reason. I did nothing to Jim to make him turn on me. Nothing. Everything that I did for him and his show, I did at my expense. I never asked anything from him. Never. And one other thing before I start to wrap this up, because I do have one other situation that I am going to address tonight. And I've thought long and hard about whether or not I wanted to even address this situation. But I'm going to, because I feel like I need to. Bear with me 1 second. Let me get this up. All right. This is in my YouTube studio. As you can see right here, it's protecting my child. Second Amendment rights in action. 2 men showed up to my home to fight my son and came 94 feet into my property after being told to leave. I was on the phone with 911 the entire time and utilized my Second Amendment right to protect my child's life. I fired 3 warning shots, at which time one of the men went back to the off-road vehicle that they arrived in and retrieved his firearm. Once he got back over to my son, he pointed the gun at his head and kicked my son in the head, and I shot him twice. Once in the leg and once in the other ankle. People always say what they think they would do until they're actually in the situation. I always thought that I would not hesitate to take a life if I were ever in this situation. Thankfully, everyone lived, and the man that was shot did have to have surgery, but is now fully recovered, and both men are awaiting their day in court. There will be no charges against me, as I acted within the law, and the DA refused to prosecute me for that reason. This video is for educational purposes. Know the law and know your rights. But most importantly, be a responsible gun owner and never pull one on another person unless you intend to shoot them or get shot. I posted this video April the 4th of 2023. April the 4th of 2023. It has 270 views. What does that tell you? This video was public on my channel before it ever was emailed to Jim and Mark. I had no reason to be upset that they did not play this. None. It was already public on my YouTube channel. So, Mark, when you said in your cease and desist, hang on, let me find exactly where you said this. Oh, and by the way, Mark, I haven't created monetized content on YouTube. My AdSense is turned off, buddy, for these live streams. So again, you lied, and you know you lied. Retaliation against Mr. Terry for not airing footage of a shooting incident you were involved in a situation in which you have a criminal record and are currently on bond, further supporting the malicious intent behind your campaign of harassment. Complete defamation. And you know it. Mark, you lied. You lied all through this paperwork. All through it. And I've got more. I can go through everything on there and prove just how horribly you lied. I would suggest you do exactly what I told you a long time ago. Oh, yeah. And don't worry. I've got a whole lot. See, Jim? All these videos privated. I've got a lot. Those are just videos. So, exactly, Candace. But you don't lie to your community, right? Isn't that what you said? Isn't that what you say all the time? You don't lie to your community? Barbara Buffalo, how does it feel? How does it feel to know that he lies to you? Texas Granny, how does it feel? Because they do. How does it feel, ladies, to know, Rainbow Melon, after the way he's treated you? You're not loyal, you're ignorant and desperate. See, there's a difference between a broad like you and a bitch like me. I don't need a fucking man. I don't need a woman. I can do it all my motherfucking self. And I damn sure don't need to swing on the nuts of a man who has mistreated me and called me everything but a child of God and threatened my kids and talked shit about my grandkids and pay him money. You're a weak individual. Weak. Barbara Buffalo, you claim that you're an advocate. Honey, I've got some things that you've typed in chats. They ought to not ever let you be an advocate for anything. Texas Granny, for you to be such an upstanding woman, full of class, that gets stressed at something as simple as emails or Christine's calls or whatever, how do you tolerate it? What if it was your grandkids? What if it was yours? What would you do? How would you handle it? Hey, would you just disappear? Or would you stand and fight? What would you do, Lisa? There's a whole blue diamond. Blue diamond. Oh, you just loved him so much. Guess what? When you pass away and they go put that shit on your obituary, what do you think the people in your family are going to think? Bob, you've always bragged about how your family had such a great name there in Pompton Lakes. Man. You went on a tear because I reported your channel for breaking YouTube terms of service by posting a link where my special needs nephew was defamed? You were the problem. And like I said to you the other night on Mike Mosh's, hey, Amby, good to see you, honey. You beautiful thing, you. Like I said to you the other night on Mike Mosh's, Bob, quit being fucking mean. It's one thing to be grumpy. It's another thing to be mean. And you're nasty for no reason. Because I didn't do a fucking thing to you, Bob. Not one. Until you started with me. Lest you forget, Mr. Dementia. If you keep fucking with me, I will buy up every case of devil dogs I can find on planet Earth. And you'll never get another devil dog. Hey. And I got the money to do it. Well, almost every devil dog. Thank you guys so much. You guys have been so kind. So kind. What happened, Jonelle? Did nobody show up to your show? Huh? Is that why you're pissed, Jonelle? You got screwed. I told you. You should go back to worrying about yourself. Last situation that I'm going to cover in the last maybe 30 minutes. Oh, yeah, Snooks. He told the stories himself about his mom. Good night, Ruben. You take care of yourself. I'm going to address Salty and just observing. Now, I've noticed some things going on. And Veta, I've left you alone. I've left you alone. It's been over 3 months, Veta. Don't start with me. I know you think it's fun to make yourself look like a complete asshole. And I know you think that it's going to bring you attention. And people are going to like you. And you think people are going to get behind you. But they're not. They're not. Because you came back in hot, fucking with someone who left you alone. And guess what you're doing now? The very thing you tried to call me out for, right? Crazy lady? Over there cheering Mark on? Get him, Mark. Get her, Mark. Oh, don't think I don't have all your shit screenshotted too. Crazy bitch. I didn't even get started last time. Mike, you've shit on every good person that's been in your life. You've walked around here and you've talked about, thank you so much, shit show. You've talked about how you've never lied to anybody. You're the only one that can take Jim down. You're the only one that doesn't lie to your crowd or doesn't lie to the people or whatever cockamamie bullshit you want to spit for the day. You throw things up there, you dirty delete, you act like you didn't do it when you did. Everything that's happened was at your hand. Everything that happened to you was at your hand. Was all of it right? No. I stuck up for you. I defended you. I stuck my neck out more than one time for you. I've apologized to you. You sat there and lied the other night and said nobody had ever apologized to you. You came at me for no reason. You want to brag about buying 1,000 subs for my channel? I don't care. I told you a long time ago, take them back. I don't want them. You had an opportunity to go after Jim. You didn't take it. You know how many times you said that you were going to be boots on the ground somewhere and you didn't go? Oh, I know of a few. Don't ever come at me sideways like that again. Just don't. Leave me the fuck alone. Understand? I hope you do. And I don't care if you've had one beer or you've had 1,000,000. Leave me alone. You doxed me first, bitch. I'm not scared of you. I don't give a fuck what you think you will do. Your best bet is to go dark and don't come back. Period. Because this is obviously not the right environment for your mental health. Because you seem to spin out and lose your shit every time you see people getting along. Even after you've gone through and you've made apologies to everybody and people have apologized to you, you seem to forget that. Were you drunk that night? Did you have a little bit too much of the Mary Jane? Or were you not taking the medication? Like, I'm not sure. Amnesia? And you can sit there and you can point the finger at everybody else. But you are your own worst enemy. Period. Period. All right. Took a lot less time than I thought it was going to. Now, where are we at? 173 people. Hit that like. Hit that like. If there are no questions, comments, or concerns, or if there is, just hold on to them. We'll be back after the 30. All right, welcome back. Christine, I want to make this very clear to you because this is not a threat. I am telling you right now, stop lying about me. Stop allowing Jim to come up and spread his degenerate and Mark's degenerate defamatory lies about me. And if you don't, I'm going to tell you right now what I'm going to do. Number one, I'm going to contact your pastor of your church. because I have the information. Number 2, I am going to contact adult services in your state. And number 3, I am going to send a certified letter to your mother. You have been warned. Cut the crap. And I know you can understand that. And before anybody else clutches their fucking pearls about that, let me just say, I'm putting it out there publicly so that someone with a little bit of intelligence can explain to her that I mean fucking business this time. I am not pussyfooting around. I'm going to go the right and legal route with proof. So, Barbara Buffalo, you might want to think how deep you have your clutches into that channel and how much you probably should distance yourself from it. Because if there's an investigation opened and you've been assisting in all this, guess what? You're just as culpable, ma'am. So allow it to continue and fuck around and find out. Anybody else have anything they want to add? Anybody? Well, let me just say this for those people that may or may not watch this on the replay and come from that little mob area, mob 2 genre part where Just Observing went running around trying to tell everybody how horrible I was, and I was helping her stalker come after her and blah, 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 blah. Bullshit. Bullshit. You got played. So, like me, don't like me, I don't give a fuck. Just be aware. That one right there is not sane at all. And there's documented proof on that. So, with all that being said, I really appreciate each and every one of y'all taking time out of your night to come and be here to listen to me. Because, look, I will tell you, I'm a redneck. I'm definitely a redneck. I'm country as hell. I'm loud as hell. I can be obnoxious. I got a mouth like a trash can. But I'm also an honest person, a well-intentioned person. I'm not here to hurt anybody or take anything away from anybody. I just want to have a good time and meet cool people. I don't want to have to worry about, is someone saying that? I don't give a shit what people say about me behind my back. Norris probably. If you live a house down and you got some little mini calves out there you've been letting me feed every day. Thank you so much. Then yeah, we probably are. We probably are sisters. But thank you, Candace. That means a lot. Because I definitely love the heck out of you, woman. There's a lot of strong people here. A lot of strong people. Some people, they're not comfortable getting up here and doing this. They can't sit here and talk and hold a conversation basically with themselves for hours. I mean, y'all do make it a lot easier when chat's flying. Maybe not quite as easy, but I mean, it is easier. It's harder to keep up with chat, but I will pinch your nips, though. That is absolutely 110% correct. Thank you, Crystal. You pre-showered for me? OMG, girl, stop it. You don't ever pre-shower. Thank you, Charlie. And I do. I appreciate each and every one of you all, especially you two, Happy. I'm glad to see you back. Glad to see you back over here because you make me happy. Everybody has something that they can bring to the table if they want to. If they want to. I don't know, Wire. I'm not sure. Sometimes it gets funky. I have no idea why. It's a conspiracy. It's YouTube's. But Jim, you shit on some really great people. And as much as I hate that you did it, I'm sure glad that I got to know them for myself. And hey, if somebody wants to come over to your OTT and listen to your bullshit, more power to them. They want to waste their $30. More power to them. I don't care. I've told you for a long time, all I wanted you to do is stop going real life on people. Stop. If you can't win a war with your words, you're weaker than what I thought you were. And you've never won one with just your words. Thank you, Wire. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Linda. Oh, that's weird. Sometimes it does crazy stuff like that to me too. I'm like, why are they trying to censor me? It's crazy. I know, cut and shoot. That's a lot of fuck you money they missed out on. And honestly, I think that that's a lot of why they get so pissed and they pocket watch. Is they see all that money that could have been theirs. Because look, I'm not saying that Jim's not funny. There's times when he's fucking hilarious. But then it crosses the line. And it goes somewhere completely off course. Goes somewhere it should never go. Oh, Crystal Ann, they do seethe. Absolutely. Norris, it probably looks worse than my bank account did when I was 19. And that was pretty damn bad. Oh, yeah, Candace, I agree. He could have been a damn good comedian at that. And Norris, that's okay. That's okay. I mean, there are some things that he has said and done over the years that I thought was funny. But when you start being vile and you start attacking the way that he does, and you freaking go real life, thank you, Bella, and you go real life on people the way that he does, crosses the line. No, Bumble, I don't see any either in him anymore. There was a time, not anymore. Yeah, that, Candace, I agree. There is a deviancy. I believe I see it. Other people see it. There's a deviancy there that has stuck with him for years. And I personally don't think Mark was always as bad as he is now. Unfortunately, I think that this all kind of went to his head. Oh, yeah, Bob's still in the blanket gate. That shit was hilarious. But and Bob still has that blanket, I'm sure. He ain't nothing ass in that blanket. Bob said he was gonna be buried with that blanket. And I believe it. I do believe it. Yep. So, and you know, it's been said so many times that nobody's gonna miss you when you're gone. Nobody's gonna mourn you when you're dead. It's because you shit on everybody. You don't have to make friends with people to garner their respect. You just have to be a decent human being. And unfortunately, I do not believe that they are decent people. So, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and close it out here. But again, I thank each and every one of you so very much. Hey, Michelle, it's good to see you, darling. Not only for your time, but for your generosity. I want to thank each and every person that has joined the membership or that has donated something to this channel, that has sent in a Cash App. Thank you, Danielle. Bella, thank you. Wire, Happy Caffeinated Couple, Shit Show, Polly, Green Eyes, Crystal Ann, Justice for Harmony, Leanne, Justice for Harmony, Kathy Waters, Miss W, Happily Caffeinated Couple, Dawn Lambrow, Kathy Waters, Wildflower Girl, Carrie Lou, Joy Perry, Georgia Peach, Fumble, Shit Show, Justice for Harmony, Girl Ryan, Ellen, Charlie, Cut and Shoot, TT, Trizzle, Phil, Lambrow, Georgia Peach, Shit Show, Candace Howard, Justice for Harmony again, Dawn, Crystal Ann, Justice for Harmony, Rhonda Hauser, Charlie, and Crazy Brat. And for all those, thank you, Jim. Thank you so much, Jim Coddington, a mountain baby girl. And those of you that sent in on the Cash App or that are members that don't want your name mentioned, thank you. For every person that helped me pull off the most ultimate troll that I've ever had the opportunity to play a part in, you're the real MVPs. You truly are. Because you had every opportunity to go out there and say something. And you didn't. So thank you. That means the world to me. Oh, Linda Cushing, I love the donkeys too. Coming up soon, y'all are going to get to see baby cows. Yep. And Fritzy is adorbs. He's my favorite. Thank you again, Kathy Waters. Thank you again, Polly. Sticky donut to chew, hell to the yes. Because I love my donuts. Love my donuts. Snooks, I didn't forget you. I said thank you to you. Couldn't forget Snooks. Keep me on my toes. Yes, Special Needs Day on YouTube. Baby cows. And it's going to be awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, Maeve, I want to try to get Mom to go with me again in the fall when they have, when it cools off a little bit and it's not so hot and they're up moving around more. Yes, Green Eyes. Thank you. Thank you. I don't call out my Cash Apps because sometimes they can come across as people's real names or whatever. And I don't always have an opportunity to open them and read the messages. And so I don't call those out. Maeve, did I forget you too? Grace, Brad, Charlie, Rhonda, Justice, Crystal, Dawn. And if you are a member, I do not call those, like, I don't thank people for memberships, because I do have multiple people that do not want to be harassed. Green Eyes, there you are, Green Eyes, $5. So sick of this shit. Love you, walk. My shit show. It's my girl. Oh, by the way, one other thing that I wanted to mention. Barbara, if you can go out there and find the videos that I posted from Vegas on someone else's channel or a stock video somewhere, I will pay you every dollar that I have made tonight. Because let me explain something to you, bitch. I actually had someone in Vegas that took those videos and those pictures for me. So, all of the airport footage, the little bit of airport footage that was there was a real person that actually took that. It was all set up in advance. So, while you're over there thinking that you had some grand epiphany, yeah, Candace, she needs to also take a better gander at the public records with Tony. Absolutely. Jim, quit listening to the bitch. She makes you look stupid. Every time she comes and tells you something, it's wrong. It's wrong. And it makes you look like a dumbass. It's been your problem the whole time. You don't vet anything. Thank you, Butterfly Kisses. I appreciate you. You don't vet anything, Jim. You listen like a gullible adult, like you're slow. Are you slow, Jim? Your own people have helped us. They have helped us so much by giving you false information that you run with like it's the gospel. I suggest you boys do a little bit better, because your good ain't good enough. Polly, thank you so much. Fox, thank you. And tell your mom that we appreciate her dropping you off. And if she ever needs someone to take you home, Bubba will be happy to. He'll be happy to take you home anytime. Okay? You always come back here because we love you, Fox. All right. Thank you all for being here. Okay, Fox. Well, I'm sure somebody will sit outside with you until she gets here. And if you want to take a snack, feel free to take a snack, okay? Only you, though. Don't take snacks for anybody else. They have to come ask for permission if they want snacks. So, y'all, I can't believe there's been 48 alone that have come in on YouTube. That's crazy. Man, this is my highest paid show in the history of my YouTube career. I love it. I love it. And I love you all. I really do. And yes, Jim, somebody in my family is really sick. They are. You can make fun of it. I don't care. Neither does anybody else. Oh, godless, you are in trouble. You're going to get a whooping. You can disparage what you know nothing about, Jim, Go right ahead. Thank you, Wildflower Girl. I appreciate that. You are too. You're enough. You are enough. Thank you, Ron. I agree. When I have Ron Cully here, inevitable win is definitely in the books because they fear you, Ron. They fear you. While you guys are out there being blessed, be sure to bless someone else. And y'all come back now. You hear?